Good evening, everyone. We're tuned into another Calypso live stream. My name's Abe. I'll be sort of leading you through this one here, and I'm here with Vladimir, who's going to be playing some Commandos 2 on Nintendo Switch with me.
Yes, hi.
So I think the plan here, Vladimir, is just to jump into the White Death mission and play through that, and then just sort of see how far we get.
That's right.
Cool.
So I will just restart the mission so we see it from the beginning, and then just check it out and look how far we get.
Excellent. Sounds good to me. It's quite exciting because we just announced the Commandos 2 Switch version will be going out to people on 4th of December, so you can look forward to that. It goes out. I thought you'd give you a bit of a sneak preview in the meantime.
May 1941. The sinking of Allied ships by German submarines continued.
Vladimir, are you a huge Commandos fan?
Yes, I mean, I didn't expect that I would like it that much, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's kind of an early stealth game, so you have to find a way to complete the missions, and you have different approaches that you can, in which you can proceed through each mission. Me personally, I like to use 2 or 3 specific characters, and then just do most of the work with them, but you can play it how you will, and that's very interesting, I think.
It has that sort of sandbox element to it, doesn't it, where you have multiple approaches you can take. You're given a set of tools or a set of characters.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. In each mission you have different specifics, like, for example, here you're in the cold, you are at the North Pole, I think, or something like that. And you have to take care that you don't freeze, for example, but also there are new ways to complete the mission. You have new characters, or you have all the characters basically, almost all the characters here. You can go in with a diver and throw knives, or with the green beret and sneak up on people and then knock them out or anything like that. So that's also something very fascinating, that you have different characters and each one has his own special abilities that you can use. There is also the Zapper, who can, for example, he's an expert for explosives, so there's a lot of things you can do with him, and that's very good.
Yeah, it's quite nice having that variety. If someone comes in and they want a more action-oriented game,
Yes.
you can always give that approach a go. Or if you want a stealth-oriented game, you can roll with that as well. So lots on offer there.
There are also very interesting abilities that you can use. Like, I think the spy, he can change his clothes and, for example, pretend to be an officer or something like that, and basically just walk around the levels, so that's also an option. You only have to take care that, because some of the characters, some of the enemies, they can see through the disguise, so you have to be still careful.
Yeah, that's a good way to sort of get the lay of the land, do a bit of reconnaissance,
Yeah.
disguising yourself like that. Yeah, I quite enjoy that way myself, just getting familiar with the level and then figuring things out from there.
So now it really starts. We can also interact with a lot of the objects in the game world. Like here, the furniture, we can look what's inside, like the wine and the poison, and we can even combine these things. Usually, I think I have to drop it in the inventory first. It seems to be not working, maybe with another character. Usually you can just mix these 2 things, the wine and the poison, and then throw it, and if someone drinks it, he will be knocked out by that.
Yeah, so good little bit of inventory management there as well, yeah.
But it also works like this, by just punching them, so he's knocked out.
That works too. If the wine doesn't work, Smack him in the face.
There's always another way. That's great.
Fully qualified.
We can also take his stuff, so if we want to shoot around, but I don't think that's necessary. So, like I said here, we are in the cold, so we need some snow equipment, and we find it right here. And if we drop it, it disappears because it's immediately used. So our character will also look a bit different now. I also just picked up a notebook. That's important if you want to unlock the special missions. If you unlock if you find all the notebooks, you complete a picture, a photo, and that will also unlock a bonus mission after you complete this mission. So that's also pretty cool.
Cool, little bit of a collectible element there as well.
That was a bit... that didn't work out that good. Should have looked through the door, but, well, we can still restart.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what this game is about. It's learning from your mistakes, isn't it?
Yeah. That's also why we have the quick save option, so we will use that a lot today, I think.
That's always good, being able to save state or save exactly where you are. It's pretty exciting to see this on Nintendo Switch. I'm looking forward to the feedback we get once people get their hands on it.
At your service.
Alright, let's try this again.
Yes. So this time we throw the knife, so we don't have to tie him up. But let's still hide him a bit around here.
I'm fully qualified.
That's the notebook. And now, just to be sure, we make a quick save. So, what I didn't do before, what I'm doing now, I'm peeking through the door and I can see here a couple of enemies. And this guy here walked back when I first went through the door. So now I will wait until he's facing the other direction and then just go through.
I'm going.
So that worked out much better.
Better, yeah.
I'm fully qualified. I'm going. I'm fully qualified.
So what's also useful, we have some kind of tooltips here. Because in every level there's something special or something unique. We can just walk over it and find out what is the special thing in this level. Here it's like I told before, it's freezing cold outside, and if I didn't pick up the clothes in the furniture before on the shelf, then I would be freezing outside. And as soon as I'm too long outside, I would lose health, so that would be bad, but now I don't have to care for it. But let's have a look what's inside here everywhere. So the grappling hook can also only be used by the diver. That's the character that I'm controlling at the moment. And with that he can climb certain areas. So that can be useful later on.
That'd be another good tool for sort of surveying your environment and getting the drop on people.
Yeah, yeah. Also I picked up some med kits. They are always useful, so that's good to have.
Never have too many med kits.
I'm going. I'm going.
And his harpoon, that's also good. Especially in the missions that have a lot of water outside, because in some of them there are even sharks or animals like that. And with the harpoon we can take care of that. Also, here for the diving we have the oxygen tank, so we can breathe longer underwater, or we can breathe underwater. What's also pretty useful, I can highlight certain things. I pressed one button and here you can see that I can highlight the objects or the enemies, so let's look at the objects. We see here every shelf, every door, everything that is important that I can interact with is highlighted. Also, if an enemy would have an important object item with him, I would also see that enemy now yellow. So, yeah. And the
Nice. So
enemies,
that saves you going through and having to click on everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
If someone has a key or like cigarettes that I can distract people with, he would be highlighted now. So that would be very useful.
Nice.
I can also highlight enemies, but the enemies here are all knocked out or dead, so I don't see anything.
That's one thing I remember from my days of playing the point-and-click adventure games, was having to click on everything on the screen just to see if it's something important.
Yeah. I'm going. On the case.
Look at that! What a professional.
I'm fully qualified. On the case.
Okay, so the submarine is almost cleared, I think.
I'm
Few more
Oh.
soldiers there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I hit the one further away, but his buddy didn't realize it, so too bad for him.
He should have been paying more attention.
Definitely.
on the case.
Right. Ah, cigarettes are very useful here. We will see soon why.
I'm going.
You gotta have the cigarettes. They're a mandatory object
Oh, yeah.
in military games.
Oh.
Need those.
Ah, too bad. Ah,
Wow.
let's just do the quick load.
Oh no.
You really have to look out here, because I mean when you started and you found the right way to do it, then it's easy. But the first steps in this mission, they can be a bit tricky. So I will try to be more careful now.
At your service.
Oh, that's all right. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm fully qualified.
I think it's one of those games where you just need a bit more patience sometimes than
Yeah.
than other video games.
But what I think is pretty cool, it's not like in certain stealth games that you have to wait or follow someone for quite a while. You really can play it how you want it.
On the case.
Sure, maybe you will fail for a moment or at the first try,
On the case.
but in the end you will find a way that works out for you best.
Yeah, trial and error basically.
Yeah.
I'm going.
People from all over the world watching. We've got Canada, Mexico, Germany. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
I guess I should take the other ladder to get up outside, so let's just try that.
Yeah, it might be a bit more out of their visibility that way.
Yeah. Because I think the same guy just saw me twice, so let's try to sneak up on him.
At your service.
Also, let's just check out what's up there.
I'm fully qualified.
Oh, okay. We can also zoom out and just see the most of the level or more of the level. We see it's quite big, and there is another ship. There is a big ship out there, and we will have to get over there. A lot of enemies though, so
I think I saw a walrus around there as well.
yeah, right. There are certain there are animals in some levels. Here you see the walrus, and yeah, they can actually be dangerous. So
On the case.
let's see if we can get to them and what happens.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mess with a walrus.
I'm going. I'm going. I'm going.
Didn't go quite as smoothly, but that's okay.
It worked out. That's
It worked out.
That's important.
That's true.
And we found some grenades. They are always good, but we need another character for that.
I'm going.
It's been quite fun working on Commandos 2 HD Remaster, just seeing all the old school strategy fans come out of the woodwork from the original game, and it's been really fun interacting with those people.
I'm fully qualified.
Right, so this time we got him.
Chip Tug in the chat saying, "I like the walrus." I agree. I like the walrus too.
Oh. What happened now? Weird.
Prepared. Wow.
Ah, crap. Not sure what happened now. It was dark on my screen for a moment, so... I guess one of the cables was loose.
It must have been. I think I'm a little bit behind you in the stream there, but I saw what you were talking about.
At your service.
Chip Tug saying the walrus shot you.
Could be,
You
could be.
gotta watch out for those those walrus militia.
I just realized I somewhere missed the cigarettes. That's too bad. Let's just get back into the submarine and look where they are.
Qualified.
Those will be a helpful little addition to your
Oh yeah.
inventory.
Case. I'm going. In a moment.
Because we can throw the cigarettes and they will be distracting the guards.
On the case.
They will immediately walk towards them.
Ah, the allure of cigarettes.
Yes. And we see smoking actually kills, so...
It's true. Yeah, it's undeniable.
On the
Yeah.
case.
And also the second guy just walked up on them, which was a big mistake.
I'm fully qualified.
So now at least the submarine is cleared of enemies.
Excellent, nice work.
On the case. On the case.
So we see it's very useful that I picked up the cigarettes. It would also work with the wine, but not all enemies are looking to pick up the wine. So cigarettes are usually much better.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the only thing is there are a couple of soldiers who are already smoking. Those guys are not that interested in cigarettes.
So everyone who's not smoking will want the cigarettes.
Yes.
Not everyone is alcoholics though, so they don't all want the wine.
Yeah.
It's done.
Oh, well, they're in a war. I don't blame them.
I'm fully qualified.
Oh.
On the case.
Which is also quite important in this mission here,
On the case.
is that we hide the bodies pretty good, because if we if an alarm will be raised, those soldiers will be walking everywhere, and when they find corpses, they will be even longer alerted.
Right.
So-
So dispose of the evidence.
Yeah.
On the case. I'm going.
Can we feed the dead bodies to the walruses?
We can try if we get there. So I think that would be interesting.
It would be a creative way to get rid of dead
Yeah,
bodies.
actually, I don't know if they go to the dead bodies, but I tried it with a soldier that was tied up once, and they actually walk towards the tied up soldier then and kill him. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
a way. Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. I really didn't expect that, so it was amazing.
We need to harness the power of the walruses.
Yes.
On the case.
We had a tradition, Patrick and I, Vladimir, whenever we do streams, we end up talking about films a lot.
Mhm.
And he's just tuned in, said, why don't you guys talk about movies about cigarettes?
I'm fully qualified.
I mean, there is a few, but I think we'd probably run out quite fast. We were discussing our love of obscure Japanese cult
Yeah.
horror comedies earlier in the day. It was quite
Yes.
surprising. Someone else had heard of that film. I didn't expect that, but there you
Yeah, I was also surprised because I remember the first time I had this avatar on my profile. one of our interns came to me that morning just when I arrived and said, "Hey, nice avatar of the Hausu film," and I was like, "What? You know it?" So
There's a few of us around.
yeah. I think it's really funny that immediately when someone sees the picture, oh, I know that movie. Someone
Yep.
came up, so really,
It's so obscure that it's so exciting when you
Yeah.
see someone else with that icon.
But I think in recent years it got a little bit more popular, or
Going.
a couple of more people know about it. Not sure, probably someone on the internet was like, hey, check out this movie, and then
I'm going.
it got a little bit more, a couple more people watched it. But I mean, it's pretty good, it's quite entertaining, it's really something else, so it's always great, I think.
Yeah, they've just asked what the movie is in the chat. It's called Hausu. It's a Japanese film translated as house, and it's a horror comedy, which doesn't really follow any coherent plot or
Yeah.
or realistic things that would happen, but it's very entertaining. I'll link it for you
Yeah.
guys in the Twitch chat there. Yeah, I remember watching it when way back. Must have been maybe late teens or something like that, and just completely baffled by that film.
Yeah.
No idea what to even think of it.
Fully qualified.
Especially, I mean, usually when you watch like kind of weird horror movies, they start out normal and then they get more and more weird. With House, it's
Yes.
like it starts and it's crazy. You're wondering what's going on here. So
That's the one. I do like those sorts of films that
Yeah.
that push the boundaries a little bit in that way, make you think.
and there are not a lot of movies that try this and really work, but some Japanese movies they really they make it work. I don't know how or why, but you watch it and you think, yeah, that's great, and why not? So
It's quite special. It almost feels like an unfiltered look into someone's brain watching
Yeah.
a film like that. It's just creative joy on display.
I think actually the director, for the ideas in the movie, he asked his daughter about her nightmares and just put everything in that movie. So I think that explains a little bit.
That makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
because it feels like a dream, as you
Yeah,
mentioned earlier in the
definitely.
day. Yeah.
I'm fully qualified. I'm
All
going.
right, so we're slowly getting rid of these soldiers here.
Yeah. Oh, but he turns. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
we
oh.
will just load and then I will try it a little bit better. When he walked up to the dead soldier, he turned right around and saw me. So
Right. So some of them are a bit stupid sometimes, but
Yeah.
other times they'll
sometimes
they'll
they
find
just
you.
have luck. So
Yeah, absolutely.
At your service.
And if I saw someone lying on the ground out of the corner of my eye, I would probably turn around and see what
Yeah.
they were doing.
I'm fully qualified.
Can just say you guys have to check out the YouTube channel Pony Smasher. What is Pony Smasher, Robocoon? That's an evocative name. I'm not sure if I want to go googling that.
I'm fully qualified.
Oh, okay, he said he produces short horror films with his wife. Oh, that sounds cool. I'll check that
Yeah.
out.
I'm going.
What about military films, Vladimir? Do you have any favourites in that vein?
That's it.
yes, and now that we are playing Commandos 2, I usually think of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's one I've only ever been able to watch one time because it's just too much for me.
Yeah, I mean, the beginning, the scene on the beach, that's pretty intense. So
Yeah, yeah. The bit that really got me was the stabbing scene later on.
Oh yeah,
It's just horrible.
that's cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it would be Full Metal Jacket is probably my
Oh
favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's really a great one.
Yeah.
I'm fully qualified.
Anything Stanley Kubrick, but I love
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah.
It's really fantastic. I don't know how many times I watched that one actually, but
Yeah.
I think of his movies, it was the movie I watched the most.
Yeah, me too. I think that and maybe Clockwork Orange. I watched that a lot.
Yeah, but Clockwork Orange I also love. I just watched it later, so I think that's why I didn't watch it that much.
Ah, okay.
But it's also really great.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
say
they're
both of them are like some of my most favorite movies. So
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same. They're definitely not your sort of average
yeah,
blockbuster type
Yeah.
films. They're a bit slower and make you think a little bit more.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. They are very challenging, especially because the characters, they are not just like good or evil. They are really layered, and even the main characters, you sometimes think, God, what are you for a horrible monster or something like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, they do have a sort of spectrum of morality to them, don't
Yeah.
they? It's yeah.
On the case.
I always appreciate that in films and games and everything when they can give almost empathy to the villain.
yeah,
That it makes me a lot more invested in the story. I think.
yeah, sure. Um, Also, I just really started to hate these one-dimensional villains who have just like the goal to, hey, let's destroy the world or humanity or something, and no
Yeah.
real motivation or anything like that, no character.
Yeah,
It's really
they just laugh and twist their evil moustache and
yeah,
rub their hands together. Yeah. No, I agree. I think one of the best villains of all time in film is
I'm going.
Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men.
hmm,
I think he is a really interesting villain in that respect. You can't really figure him out.
yeah. I mean, that's almost like the opposite of a villain, because you basically don't know anything about him. You don't know.
Yeah,
Well, sure, you know he wants money and all that, but you don't know who he is, what he's doing, what's going on with him. Only that he's, I don't know, kind of weird.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
basically it.
yeah. Keeps you guessing a little bit.
Yeah.
His
So
mystery.
what I would like to try now is drop the soldier and oh. Okay, so we see the walrus is on our side. It seems.
Oh, perfect.
So they are attacking the soldier.
That
I
is
think they are
brilliant.
done. Yeah.
I couldn't be more pleased with that outcome.
I'm fully qualified.
Oh, they didn't really eat him, did they? Just killed. They just finished him off.
They were just very, very angry.
Yes, they were.
Case.
They pounded him into a pancake.
Yeah.
On the case. Nah.
Raccoon saying he loves Black Hawk Down as well. Another good film for
Yeah.
sure. Military film there. Dusiegbot saying, "Hello, Calypso boys. Nice to see you. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much."
That's nice.
And Chips Tug saying, "I am the walrus," which I appreciate that reference there.
On the case.
Actually, we can have a look what's in all the tents here. Because I think some of our fellow soldiers are also here.
Excellent.
Like the
I thought
sapper
I
who
was the only
could
one that
get
got
away.
We need to somehow
Ah,
disable
hidden
this.
away. They are in
Yeah.
the tents.
Suggest we blow up the engine room. We can find explosives on the other side of the ship and should use the balloon to get there. We need to recover the Enigma machine and its codes. We'll
That's
need
also
to
quite
find
good
the
when
cylinders
we
inside the
find
destroyer.
important people
With
in the
three parts in
missions.
our possession,
They
we'll be
usually
able to
give us
decipher
some
all
hints
German
or tell us what's going
communication.
on.
Think the Green Berets is
So
nearby.
yeah,
We should
like
break
here
them out.
he tells us where the Green Beret is.
At your service.
Ah, right, so you can get some good intel from them.
I'm
Yeah.
going.
But I will leave him here for now because I don't have any more snow equipment and I don't want him to freeze, so let's just check out what's over there. Ah, it's locked, so we need keys.
It's done.
One of the dead or knocked out guards might have the keys.
That's
I
it.
actually think it's the guy here who looks kind of important.
Oh yeah.
So let's figure out how we can get to him.
As easy as pie.
Robocoon just saying another strong villain was Rutger Hauer in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Definitely,
On the
yeah.
case.
Lots of interesting questions posed by that film.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going.
That was close, but I think... Ah, no. They raised the alarm. That's what I was talking about earlier. Those three guys, they come from one of the tents, I think. And they saw all the dead guys here, so
Oh no.
I would rather do a quick load than
Yeah.
see what's
yeah.
happening now. But also, I was close to the officer now, and I could see that he had the keys, so if it will work out this time, I can get into the house and free the Green Beret, so that would be nice.
At your service.
Apologies, I think there's some fireworks going off on near me, so you have some realistic military sound effects there.
I'm fully qualified.
Alright, this time it worked out.
On the case.
And here we have the keys. Also we see this official, he has cigarettes too. That's why only the one soldier walked towards them.
I was going to ask if perhaps he was too high status to pick up the cigarettes, but that makes sense.
But I mean, that's fine, because then we can lure this guard here away and
On the
then
case.
knock out both, or kill one and knock out one.
I'm fully qualified.
Also, we have now 2 packs of cigarettes, so that's also great.
You never have too many cigarettes.
Yes.
On the case. I'm going.
Here we go, here's our man.
Oh, even more cigarettes. So cool.
Stocking up for the cold winter ahead.
I'm going. It's done.
Thanks for the hand. They were gonna throw me outside into that frozen wasteland. It's not the end I had in mind.
Yes.
We have to free all the others before the Germans realize what's going on. But none of us will make it out of here. I'm sure they will have started interrogating the submarine.
Oh, excellent. You got the green beret.
Come on.
Yes.
We have to save it.
And also he told us about where the others are, because actually we don't have only to save our fellow soldiers or our squads, we also have to save a whole submarine crew and the captain. And we just saw that they are in the ship, and it's quite big, so
On the case.
at least we know in which rooms they are now. But now that we have him, we can also switch to him and check out what we find in the box. For example, this snow equipment and another knife. And basically all the important things that he needs. Also this thing here, that's a decoy. You can basically place it somewhere in the mission and then activate it, so it will cause some noise to appear. And with that noise you can lure the enemy towards it and also use it, for example, like the cigarettes. Only the enemy will always walk towards it. So that's
Right.
useful. Also with the snow equipment you see visually that he changed. Usually he has like a tank top and cargo pants, and now he has like this jacket and other boots. So I
He's
always
ready for
like
the
to-
elements.
Yeah,
This is
they
mine.
always like to see that if it changes a bit visually too.
It's done. This is mine.
Eh.
Done.
Let's see if someone will react to the wine here.
Agreed.
Oh, oh,
That's it.
Oh.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Mine.
Okay. Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Oh, seemed to go okay.
Mine.
Yes. Ah, someone's looking at us.
Agreed. Agreed.
I like the idea of someone seeing a bottle of wine in the snow and just being like, yeah, I'll drink that.
I mean, sure, probably it will keep him warm, so
Yeah, definitely. In war, do what you gotta do.
yeah.
This is mine. Leave it to me.
Good evening, Ninty Power. Thank you for joining us.
Agreed.
Or good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are.
Done.
Well, here nobody seems to care for the wine,
Hmm.
unfortunately.
They're a bit preoccupied with their hot air balloon there.
Seems so, yeah.
Delicate work. Let's go.
Let's just switch to the diver then.
I'm going. I'm going.
What we can also do, of course, is split the cigarettes that we have. So we have 3 packs. So I will give the Green Beret one of them. But actually I think I will continue with the diver for now, because I think it's easier to get into the ship with him.
Yeah, that's probably something we should mention for new Commandos players, is that you can chop and trade inventories with different characters, so specific items can only be used by specific characters, and you can
Yes.
if you have them together, you can
It's easy as
trade
pie.
between characters.
Yeah. I'm going.
That's also pretty cool that I can basically throw the knife when I'm on a higher ground or lower ground. So I hit the soldier here from up there.
Fully
Oh,
qualified.
and someone saw that.
Oh, the penguins! The penguins saw you.
On the case. I'm fully qualified.
Brilliant. I mean, if it works, well, why not do it again?
Yeah. I mean,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah. I mean, that's what I always like when stuff like that happens. When you think, oh, crap, they saw me. They will raise the alarm, and it will be basically game over, or the character will be killed. And then there is like a happy accident, and you can just continue or hit the other guy too. So that worked out pretty good now.
That reminds me of when I play the game Hitman, and I'll accidentally shoot one person and then end up with a body pile about 10 feet high
Yeah.
because people just keep coming to investigate.
Okay, that will probably not work out now. Almost.
Uh-oh.
On the
Oh, damn. So close. Almost got
Yeah.
behind that snow mound.
I will get him next time, so.
It's true. That's true. I wonder if we can give them to the penguins and see what they do.
at your service.
Actually, because I'm using the diver now, I can do something else. I will just take the knife from the Green Beret and give it also to the diver, so he can throw 2 knives. I
Oh,
think
nice.
that will be a big advantage.
Leave it to me.
Okay, let's go.
Let's have a look where the other soldier's going. I think that's fine. Oh, I think I gave the wrong guy both knives.
On the case.
Well, okay.
I'm fully qualified. I'm going.
Wow, they are large maps, aren't they?
Yes, oh, this time he immediately raised the alarm.
Oh, no.
Did someone else go out? Oh, okay. Well,
As easy as pie.
It'll be okay.
what?
I'm fully qualified.
Now they are coming.
I'm going. Wow!
Well,
Ninty Power, hoping to buy it at day one. That's awesome. Keep
Yes.
an eye on the on Calypso channels, and we'll let you know when the pre-orders go live.
I'm ready.
Okay, right out. I'm fully qualified. I'm going.
Do you think if you had a tuxedo item, you could disguise yourself and hide in those penguins?
Well, it would be great. I don't know, but I mean the penguins aren't doing anything basically here.
No.
Unfortunately, they are just walking around and sometimes jumping in the water.
Yeah, they're just
But-
doing penguin things, aren't they?
Yeah. But it would be great to trick the other soldiers when they think you're a penguin. So,
Imagine reporting back to your senior commander. Why'd they get you? Well, I don't really want to talk about it.
That's it.
alright, so... Oh,
Yeah.
was the alarm triggered? Not sure how that happened now.
Oh no. God.
I guess if they don't find any of the other bodies, we will be safe here. They will walk back to their position. Oh, okay, they saw me.
Wow.
Oh no. They seem to be getting smarter by the minute.
Seems to be, yeah.
Maybe the ones north of the river are just a bit more intelligent, and the ones
Yeah.
south of the river are
Seems to be
not
the
quite as well
case.
educated. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh, they're coming again.
It's done.
Very sneaky.
but I think, did someone hear that? Well, I guess the other ones were too far away. So let's hope that worked out.
On the case.
I guess someone on the ship saw us here.
Ah.
Well, as long as not they don't send reinforcements, we are okay here. So let's have a look. Yeah, actually, because the anchor is here, we can climb on. We can use the chain as a ladder. So let's just do that and climb up on the ship. I thought I would have to use the grappling hook, but I guess that's from the other side then.
Yeah, I suppose if there's no chain, you
Yeah.
have to use the grappling hook, but
I'm fully qualified. On the case.
we can find where this person's hiding.
It's done. I'm going.
Huh.
I'm fully qualified.
Sleeping on the job. How unprofessional.
It's easy as pie.
Now it gets a bit tricky here, because every time we go onto a lower floor, there is a good chance that the next room below us will be full of enemies. So we have to be very careful here.
I'm fully qualified.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, they also raised the alarm very quickly, and just take a look how many enemies there
Oh
are
no.
coming. One guy saw
Oh.
me for the blink of an eye, and already everyone is alerted. So
Gosh.
yeah.
That's going to be an interesting one to get past.
Yeah.
Do you still have any packs of cigarettes?
Yes, but I think I can't even get into the position to throw them, so they don't see me. But I think if I manage to get in there through another door, then it would be fine.
Service.
So let's get outside again and take a look. It's kind of maze-like here with the ship, because there are a lot of rooms, a lot of ladders where you can get
I'm
in.
going.
So it's also a bit hard to keep track of where you are at the moment. Okay, that led to nowhere.
Hey, worth investigating all the same.
Yeah, yes.
I'm fully qualified.
Ah, okay. We can take the other ladder and then just move through.
I'm going.
I think. Ah, okay. We can't.
I'm fully qualified.
Let's just
I'm going.
have a look if we can get there somehow without getting shot immediately.
That's always my goal in life.
I think there is only one guy with a gun, so maybe.
Prioritize him and then get him out of the way.
Yes.
On the case.
Alright. No alarm so far. Okay, that worked out. So it was very useful to have two knives with me, I think.
Yeah, you took care of them quite quickly.
Yeah.
On the case.
And it looks like you got a rifle off that guy. Did he have a rifle?
I think you saw the harpoon gun, right?
Oh, maybe that's what I was
That I
looking at.
picked up earlier, yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, yes, it was too. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a Luger with a
Yeah.
with a harpoon on the end. Yeah.
I'm going.
Now we can also give the Zapper the snow equipment. But we can do this later on. Let's just check out what's up there.
I'm fully qualified. That's it. I'm going.
I'm not sure if those guys here are armed, because I think at least the captain has a gun. So that could cause some trouble. But if we are quick enough.
On the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least this area of the ship is cleared.
I'm going.
I feel a bit sorry for the administrative guy who was just working on the documents.
He knew the risk, so
That's true. That's true.
now we really have to have a look what we need at the moment and what we don't need, because there is a lot of important stuff in here. There are like Enigma codes and also the Enigma machine that
right.
we have to pick up and bring to our headquarters, so that's a goal in this mission. So it's better to pick it up now.
Yep.
And I think I will go back to the Zapper now.
I'm fully qualified.
Give him the snow equipment.
Mm-hmm. On the case. I'm going. Nah.
Thank you for watching, Ninty Power. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll catch you again next time.
I'm fully qualified. I'm going.
Also, we can have a look at the objectives. When we progress through this mission, we learn that we have to give the codes to certain characters of the squad. I hope that it's already there, but I think I have to find more of my squad and to see which characters need to take the code with them. Because
Right.
actually, here's also a plane, and only 2 of the characters will be in the plane and escape with the plane. The rest will take the submarine and head back. So
figure out which two have to go to the
yes.
plane.
But I think it was the Green Beret and the Spy. So I will just give those important things to him. For now, and look for the rest of the squad.
I'm going.
What's also useful, you see on the mini map here, all the red and green, all the red and blue and yellow dots. So the red ones are of course enemies, blue ones are my allies or my squad. And white seems to be just animals, like here the bunch of penguins. So I have a good overview of this level.
That's good. So that's people who are still alive or
Yes,
awake.
yes. I think if I knock someone out, he might be on the minimap too, but I'm not sure at the moment if his color will change. But I guess he will stay red.
Okay.
But yeah.
We'll do an experiment next time we knock someone out and
Yes.
have a look.
Maybe I will knock one guy out on this side, because I think he might can see me when I'm walking around on the ship, and I don't want that.
No.
Leave it to me.
Oh, there's another guy on the boat that sees me down here. That's also not good, but... Alright. Yeah, he seems to be red, but a bit darker, so you can see a difference there.
Tell me, right out.
Oh yeah, the dot is a little bit more shaded
Yeah.
in there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow!
Ah, too bad.
I'm going.
Ooh.
Well, the ship is still full of enemies. We just learned, so we have to be a bit smarter next time.
There's about 4 people kicking you in the head and someone shooting you at the same time. Bit
But
overkill there.
He was still alive, so...
At your service.
I do like the sheer amount of detail the ship has to it, though.
Yes.
So much to look at there.
Also, all the rooms that you can
Yeah.
enter here, that's pretty great, I think.
Yeah.
Like all the different cannon rooms and stuff like that, the engine room, all that.
Easy as pie.
It's okay.
Wow!
The unarmed guy just walked towards me and started punching me, but
He
guard,
did.
yeah, but the guard didn't react, fortunately for us.
Yep. His buddy
That's-
ran past him and just started laying you in the face.
But that was good for us, so yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand, when someone starts shooting, it usually alerts the complete map, so I guess that was just to not make our lives even harder in this game, so if someone
Right.
starts punching us, nobody cares.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened now?
I'm going.
Guess he could shoot once. Okay. Let's just try if we can...
Wow!
If we can survive... Oh, okay. We didn't survive that. Not sure why the alarm was raised, but... I guess he saw us for a moment. Like I said, we have to be very, very careful when we're inside the ship. So, yeah.
I suppose it makes a little more sense because every noise would would bounce off the walls inside the
Yes.
ship, wouldn't it? So
Yes.
be much easier to hear.
And they are very close to each other in certain parts of the ship, so
Hmm.
that's also, that makes
At your
sense.
service. Yeah.
Oh no, okay. Seems to be it doesn't work out here to just throw a knife at the enemy, so we have to take a different approach.
Those guys in the next room just hear everything.
It seems to be, even though they are talking to each other clearly, so
Yeah.
At your service. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
oh, okay. Ah, I guess he turns around when I'm entering. Let's have a look if maybe we will try it over the ladder, if we can get in there unseen.
All right, trying a few different approaches, seeing what works.
Yes.
At your service. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately that seems to be a really good guard, because he always looks at the entrance points
As easy as
where I could get in.
Oh no.
If he comes back,
He seems to be going away and coming back, but it's quite quickly.
yeah. Next time he's here and turns around, I will try to move down quickly and see what happens.
as easy as pie. Mm-hmm.
Alright, that worked
Oh,
out.
yes, perfect.
I'm going. I'm fully qualified. On the case.
I thought you got both of them with one knife there for a second. I didn't see the other guy.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work, but that would be cool. Definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
You throw it so hard it goes through one, comes out the other.
we see there are a lot of explosives
I'm going.
in this box here. We will need them later on, but at the moment I will just let them in the box. So let's check out the rest of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a tough part of this mission, I think. Because you can see these are basically the the headquarters of the ship, where the whole crew is basically sleeps and all that. So in every room there are a lot of enemies, and a lot of them have guns.
Hmm. Do you think it's worth just sneaking past them, or
No.
I'm going.
no?
I think it does. You can't even sneak past them,
I'm going.
because there is this one guy walking around here who maybe isn't such a big issue, but right in front of him there is a guard with an machine gun, so with an MP, so he will kill us immediately when he sees us.
Right.
And even if we manage to kill him before he kills us, there are already 3 guys. There's 1 guy in the shower. There are, I think, 2 or 3 other rooms full of guards. So, yeah. Probably I should get a gun as plan B. If they are, if they see me and attack me and I'm out of knives. So let's just try that. Because I think when I raise the alarm there, only the people in this
On the case.
in this area will try to kill me. But in the other areas it will be fine. Oh. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Nothing good.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I think I need more of my squad here.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, that didn't end well. I like the idea of having a gun as a plan B, though.
Yeah.
It's a solid strategy.
That's also something that I like about this game. I played this mission already a couple of times, but still there at some points I have to just try and see what is the best approach or how I get through certain parts of the mission. So it's always there's always some excitement there.
Sort of keeps it fresh for
Yeah,
you.
right.
Mine.
You know, if there's anyone I wouldn't want to take in that plane with me, it's probably the Green Beret, because he'd take up most of it. He's a big man.
Yeah.
This is mine. Good. Mine.
The Penguin was going to attack you there for a second.
I don't think so.
They
Oh,
seem to
but
just
I
be
think
just
it's-
distractions.
I think he's scared of me. Maybe he seems to run away.
Oh.
But yeah, let's leave him.
Leave it to me. This is mine. Agreed.
Oh, what I just remembered, with the sapper,
That's
we
it.
can throw grenades, so maybe that would be like the last option we can take. If
Plan C.
yeah, if nothing works out, we just throw grenades until everything is gone.
The scorched earth approach.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was trained.
Throw a grenade in that guy in the shower. He won't know what hit him.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's done. No problem. Yes, sir.
Ah, unfortunately, there are only 2 grenades.
Do you think you can get everyone with 2 grenades?
Ah, that's not very likely, but I think as the last option, it's okay.
Yeah,
So,
just pick off the stragglers.
yeah. Also, I mean, the Green Beret has now an MP, and the Diver, I think I gave him one before, so
At your service.
yeah, let's just see what happens.
I'm going.
2 submachine guns and a box of grenades, or 2 grenades and knives, you should be okay.
I think if I'm able to get the guard down there, up there, then I will be fine and can pick up the rest quite easily, but yeah.
As easy as pie.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
I'm fully qualified.
Alright, okay, that worked out much better now.
Oh,
Oh, okay, missed one.
On the
But,
case.
yeah. Those 2 guys in that room, they are kind of,
I'm going.
yeah, I have to keep an eye out for them.
yeah, they sort of reacted at
Yeah.
first and then sat back down again quite quickly.
I'm fully qualified. I'm going.
Alright, so let's have a look if any of the doors is open. Okay. So that looks much better now.
Yeah, looks like there's about 4 or 5 guys left there.
5, but the guy under the shower is not a problem.
Okay. He's gonna whip you with his wet towel.
Fully qualified. I'm going. I'm going.
It's gonna be quite funny for that other guard if he wakes up next to that half-naked man in the shower. Put a wine bottle there as well.
I'm fully qualified.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that.
Oh no.
Leave it to me.
Oh, there. Jesus, okay. There was one more left. But I have also one more left, so. But let's do a save here, but not a quick save this time. Let's create a new one. Just in case. Because I think I will just shoot the last one. Yeah. Okay. Alright, they hit 2 of my guys, but actually
I was trained for this.
I can revive them because I have a lot of medkits.
The medkit hoarding came in handy.
Yes,
On my way.
at least it should. So, yeah, let's heal him.
That's it.
Now he's fine again. He too.
No problem.
Let's just give him his stuff back. Well, it wasn't that sneaky, but it worked out, so that's fine.
Yeah, you get the outcome you want. That's all you can
Yes.
ask for. So.
I'm going. I'm going.
Let's give him also some more grenades. And the snow equipment if we find the last of our squad. But also there are a lot of shelves here, so let's check it out. Probably there will be something useful in any of them.
On the case.
Oh, even more. Okay. And this tin food is also very useful. It will restore some of our health if we are getting hurt. But they are not as powerful as the medkits, because the medkits can restore the whole health of our characters.
On the case.
The tin food, just a bit of it.
Right, so you can't revive people with the tin food either.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going.
Also, we just found the captain of the submarine, so let's free him.
Thank you. Looks like rescuing me has become rather a habit. If we all get to the submarine alive, we can probably escape under the ice. We should disable the engine and the gun emplacement generators. I'm certain it will be a lot easier to escape if we're not being fired on by that destroyer.
Edgy service.
Here's also a lot of useful stuff, so let's pick some of it up.
More dynamite there.
I'm going.
Yeah, but we will... the captain just told us that we have to destroy the engine and the cannons. So if everything else is done, I will place them with the zapper. I think that would be the best approach. But we still have to find the rest of our crew and squad, so...
Do you have to do anything with the guys by the hot air balloon?
Actually, I could use the air balloon to travel to the upper areas of this map, but at the moment, I mean, I'm already in the ship, so
Yeah.
maybe later on.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
On the case. As easy as pie.
I think that's one of the harder areas, toughest areas in the mission, because if I remember correctly, in the lower ground, in the lower area here, lower floor, there are a lot of soldiers. So
Qualified.
I guess I will attack them with the green beret, and then when they are all alerted,
I'm going.
I will throw a couple of grenades down with the zapper.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. No problem. Righto.
Yeah. Leave it to me. That's it. No.
Oh no.
Oh, I got quite a lot of them though.
Oh.
I think the last... Oh, okay. The last one was a bit too close, so that's why I
Oof.
didn't get them.
That's it.
Let's see what happens. Okay, it's... Let's try that
I was
again.
trained for this.
Oh, now they are just coming. Oh, oh. Alright. Throw the grenade. Okay. Ah, no, no, no.
Oh no, that
Crap.
didn't work.
Okay, that that went horrible, but well, at least I tried.
Yeah, yeah. Like how they all ran towards the explosion.
Yeah. I mean, it almost worked, but then it didn't. So.
Yeah, yeah. They all climbed up the ladder and
Hmm.
yeah, that was the end of that.
I think it might got stuck.
Oh yeah, we seem to be on a black screen there.
Well, let's just restart then.
Oh, we have our save, so we'll be able to go straight
Yeah.
into that.
Well, I
Excuse
guess.
us, folks. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, but I guess a lot of stuff happened now. So, with
Yeah.
all that explosions.
Lots of particles and things whizzing around.
Yeah.
Some
Now, are you playing with a Pro controller, Vladimir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's quite nice to play it with the Pro controller. Actually, I think lately we tested it mostly on consoles, so it feels quite good, quite familiar to play it with the Pro controller. Of course, the controls are a bit different than on PS4 or Xbox, but you get right into it, so that's nice.
That's great. Yeah, I love the Pro controller. It's I use that basically exclusively when I play Switch. So
Yeah.
Delicate work.
the battery life on that controller is incredible.
The what?
40 hour. The battery, how long it lasts off the
Oh,
battery?
yeah.
It's amazing.
Okay,
It's ready.
let's try it again with grenades, but this time I will just throw one grenade in there to alert everyone,
Let's go.
and then when they come up, I try to get the rest. So I have the green beret with the MP.
No problem.
Maybe that will work out then.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, at least I hit some of them.
Yeah,
No problem.
there's a few taking some damage there.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, I think I'm now out of grenades.
Phew.
So let's send some of the guys down there and see what's going on.
Right out.
I wonder if you killed them all this time.
I think I didn't get all of them, but at least a couple of them. I think maybe 3 of them could still be there.
This is mine.
Okay. Oh, I hit quite a lot actually. Didn't see those guys over there.
Oh wow, yeah. 1, 2, 3,
Leave
4.
it to me.
At least 4 there.
Yeah, and 2 in the other room, or even more. So, yeah.
Brilliant.
Leave it to me.
Oh, the grenades did their job this time then.
Oh, yeah.
Fine. Good.
Okay. The guard up there is a problem.
This is mine.
Oh yeah.
But I think... Not quite sure, maybe... Ah, okay. Let's have a look.
This is mine.
Ah, he has the keys, great. So... I think over here is the rest.
Good.
Yeah. The tight guys, the guys that are tight here, they are all from the Submarine crew, and these two, they belong
This
to
is
our
mine.
squad, so let's talk with them.
We should inform headquarters that we have a complete Enigma machine. I am certain that they could give us assistance to ensure that they receive it. Unfortunately, the only radio powerful enough is in the camp. Let's go. We have no time to waste.
I'm ready, sir.
Alright, now let's free the crew.
Good.
Brilliant. So you've got a whole squad now.
Yeah,
Almost.
but unfortunately the crew is not that useful, at least in combat. Of course we need them for the submarine, but other than that I'm not sure. Maybe I can give them some weapons and position them, but it's easier to just bring them into safety and then do the rest with my squad.
Right.
Leave it to me. Agreed.
Uh-huh.
But I can bring some of the snow equipment
That's it.
to my squad so they can walk freely around outside.
No problem.
I think in one of the in the furniture here
No
somewhere
problem.
was one more.
That's it.
Not sure if I picked it up already.
I was trained for this.
Ah, let's get some of the explosives actually at the moment. It could be useful.
Yes, sir. That's it. Yes, sir.
Guess I picked it up already. So one of the guys will be freezing a bit, but if he's quick
That's
enough, that's fine.
That's okay. A little bit of cold never hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I was trained for
Oh.
this.
That was the wrong door.
That's it.
I think it was the spy
I
who
was trained for this.
needs to escape, so I will give him the clothes so he won't be freezing when he's in the plane.
Prepare.
Yes.
This small guy here, he's the thief, and he can take some of the guys,
We're
go
ready,
into
sir.
the submarine. What I did now was
Let's go.
I selected the thief and then the group selection, so
We're on our
everyone
way.
is following him. Everyone I selected, I took like half of them.
Let's go. We're on our way.
Oh, that's handy. It's got this sort of real-time strategy
way.
feature available
Yes.
where you can select the units and
Let's go.
Just
on
have
our
to
way.
find the way out again. Like I said, it's quite maze-like in this
yeah,
ship, and
Let's go.
a bit of a labyrinth.
yeah.
We're on our way.
I just hope I don't lose anyone on the way out.
That would be quite funny. One of them gets locked in the shower room or something.
Let's go. We're on our way.
Have to hurry a bit with him. As you can see, he's
We're on our way.
still wearing only a tank top, and
Oof.
We're on
that's
our way.
just it's brutal out there.
Yeah, that's very brave or very stupid. I'm not sure which one.
Well, he's saving a couple
on
of
our
people,
way.
so let's say he's brave.
That's true. Yeah, let's go with that one.
We're on our way. Let's go.
All right,
Come on.
now we really have to hurry.
Come on.
Do they follow me?
We're on our
Let's
way.
hope so. Yes, they do. Okay, that's fine.
We're on our
Oh,
way.
that will be close.
We're on our way.
But as we saw before, even if he dies, which he will probably do, we can revive him, so... Let's just take another character and the rest of the crew and...
Good.
Again, the wrong door. And let's just help him.
Done.
Served his purpose for now.
Yes.
We're ready.
Okay.
Go. Let's go.
Let's go. Not me.
I also think it's quite unique that
We're on
we're
our
here in
way.
the cold in this mission, because I
Let's go.
think there are not that many games or movies set in the Second
Can't
World War
say.
that have this setting. I mean, especially
Come on, guys.
here in, well, at the North Pole or something like
Can't,
that.
sir.
So
We can't, sir.
they stopped following me for some reason, though.
Let's go. I'm going.
Ah, okay. Maybe we should clear the rest of the ship before we save the crew. That might be better for us.
Avoid running in on any sort of hidden enemies that are
Yes.
hiding away.
Agreed.
Ah, I think that was the wrong save. Was it? Oh. Let's hope I saved after saving the crew, because if not, we have to hope that we have again luck with the grenades.
Oh no.
I'm ready.
Ah, no, right. I haven't talked to them, but I saved, fortunately,
Oh,
after
okay.
the grenade attack, so that's at least something.
Yeah, the hard part's done.
Yeah.
Leave it to me. Good. Leave.
We should inform headquarters.
We had that already.
Mine. Mine. Good. Mine. Leave it to me. Mine.
Okay, let's go. I'm going. It's done.
So we can see there are still quite a lot of soldiers around here.
Yeah.
Especially on the boat, on the ship. And it's hard to get to some of them.
I'm fully qualified.
Could you throw a knife at the up top, the guy up top with the gun emplacement?
That would be great, but I think because it's oh, I think I actually can.
On the case.
Wow, thanks for the great hint.
It's okay. I'm glad it worked.
Oh, crap. I think he heard me because for a moment I was running,
Oh, yeah.
but wrong weapon. Oh, I have only one knife. Ah, and he saw me. But I think we can climb up on the other side of the tower and get to the other guy, so
Perfect.
that would be pretty great, because then we get also the guy below.
Yeah, I thought of your tactic of throwing the knife from the higher ground to the lower ground before, and I thought, oh, why not the other way around?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, right out.
So do you have any other obscure Japanese movies that you would recommend, or?
Not that I would recommend. There is a few that I know of, but I'm not sure I could recommend them.
On the case.
I'm afraid I'd probably get judged if I recommend them. No, I do love my. I'm a big fan of Japanese and Korean cinema.
Oh yeah,
As well, Korean revenge cinema in particular.
yeah. Any favorites there? Because I mean, I also actually quite like those Korean movies. And
Yeah.
the first ones that I watched were also like revenge, drama, thriller stuff.
Oh, okay. I wonder if you've seen the same ones. The trilogy that I really love is the Vengeance trilogy. So
Yeah,
Old Boy, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance.
yeah,
Those are all amazing. And then there's another one called I Saw the Devil.
yeah. That one is also great.
That movie is so disturbing.
Yeah,
It's-
that's right.
I struggle to recommend that to people as well because I just don't want them thinking I'm a psychopath. But I did think it was a really good film.
Quite fully qualified.
And then I like all the films by Chan-wook Park and Bong Joon-ho, those two Korean directors. Snowpiercer, not really a revenge film, but that same director. Parasite recently, Bong Joon-ho's recent movie Parasite that won the Oscar.
Yeah,
A couple of years ago. Amazing film that.
also pretty great. Yeah,
Yeah, like all of his films are great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I often recommend his movies to other people, and I say always the same thing. Even a weak movie of his is still a very good movie, so you
Yes,
can't do
yes.
anything wrong with him, I think.
On the case.
Absolutely, yeah. He doesn't go lower than about a 7 out of 10, really.
Yeah.
It's yeah. He did one called Okja.
Mhm.
I think it's on Netflix, or he made it
Yeah.
for Netflix, and that was really good too. I really like that.
As easy as pie.
But I also
But-
the first Korean movie I watched was, I think, Old Boy, and that kind of hooked me.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was so different. It was something special, so unique, and from that moment on, it was like, yeah, I want to see more stuff like that.
Yeah, Old Boy would do that. I can remember the sequences that really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
When he's eating the octopus.
Yeah, yeah.
And the obviously the ending. It's pretty
Yeah.
disturbing. There's another part where I think he's on a train and he sees a giant ant or something.
Yeah, it's the woman. He's talking to her, and he describes that being alone or something. After a
Yeah,
while, he
that-
saw ants, and she
That's
is and she sees then a giant ant in the subway.
Yeah, that's
it's-
right. Yeah, just the fact that they visually represented that
Yeah.
on screen was really weird, and I
Yeah.
liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Old Boy is great, but the American remake is terrible.
Yeah, it's also funny because basically it's the same story, and only they did everything wrong, and that's
Yeah.
kind of amazing.
Yeah, exactly,
It's-
exactly right.
As easy
Yep,
as pie.
they made basically a bland version of Old Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It also feels like they didn't understand anything about the movie,
On the case.
especially. I mean, they also tried to replicate the hammer fight scene in the corridor,
yeah.
but weird and with some cuts in it, and I don't know what they were thinking, but
Qualified.
yeah, it's-
Yeah, the whole point of that sequence was that it was one continuous shot, right? And
yeah, and
and
that
it
it,
was so brutal.
yeah, and that it feels real. I mean,
Mm.
the in the original you see him getting out of breath, and after he getting stabbed, he's really it really affects him. And
Yeah.
in the American version, it's just like, yeah, he punches a lot of dudes. Okay.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that because I remember really appreciating where, yeah, he would get out of breath or he would get hit and he would have to improvise
Yeah.
an attack while he was recovering.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that was really cool the way they did that. It reminded me a little bit of, I'm not sure if you've seen the Indonesian films The Raid
Yeah.
before, the martial arts films.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Yeah, reminded me of those quite a bit, the sort of choreography
Hmm.
of those. Yeah, I love those films as well.
Yes.
Yeah, they are really great.
But yeah, the Japanese, the other Japanese film that I wouldn't say I recommend, but it's weird enough that it's worth a watch is Ichi the Killer.
Hmm.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I want to distance myself from that recommendation. it's a very strange film, but
Yeah.
it's worth a watch.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, it has kind of a reputation, I would say. But when you see it, it's like it kind of subverts expectations in some way. I mean, just the
Mine.
ending when you think there will be this big brutal fight, and then actually it's not there.
Yeah.
I mean, it tries to say something, but it's also so weird and brutal, and I don't know, but it's interesting. But I don't know if that's a movie one can recommend to. I don't know. It's complicated.
I remember watching that film. I think I would have been a teenager, so I was probably still living at home at that time, and I remember one of my family members walking in while I was watching that film, and I was, "What are you watching?" Like, you should probably ignore everything that's happening on screen right now.
That's it.
Yeah, those are great, and of course Akira Kurosawa, film that obviously classic films. Another great Japanese director there.
I watched the Seven Samurais a while ago, but in like the international version, which is much shorter than the original. I mean, I think the original is like a bit more than 3 hours, and the one I saw was under 2.5. So quite a lot of stuff missing. But it's still pretty good.
Yeah, did you enjoy it still, yeah?
Yeah. Even though it's quite old, and the aspect ratio was like 4:3, which I usually really don't like.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you come across a 4:3, but at the same time, I would rather watch it like that than have it stretched to 16:9 and look all horrible.
I'm wondering how the Blu-ray releases of that movie look like.
Yeah, that's true. I think. Have you heard of the Criterion Collection before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they put that out, so I'm sure they did a good job because they always take great care in their films.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think we're just about near the end of our stream here, Vladimir. Unless you want to complete the mission and give that sense of closure, but
no, I think that could take a while, depending on how things work out. So, but I think it's a good impression of the mission. So, next time we can see something else.
I think so as well. And thank you everyone for joining us and catching up with Commandos 2 HD Remaster. As I mentioned earlier, this one will be out on December 4th. So keep an eye out for that. And pre-orders will go live very, very soon. So we'll let you know when that happens. And in the meantime, just cheers for joining us and keep an eye on the Calypso channels. And, Vladimir, any parting words there?
Have fun with Commandos when you buy it. So.
No, I echo those sentiments. I think that's a great place to leave it. So thank you, Vladimir, for showing off the game.
Sure.
Bit for folks. And we'll see everyone next week or during the next Calypso stream.
Bye.
Bye-bye.